Fatherland videos. We have a mythology read tonight on the Native American mythology book. This book is, I have two of them, so I'll be gifting away one of them soon. The mythology we're reading tonight is the coming of Wasechu. We'll call this mythology Spider-Man. The mythology of Spider-Man. It has Ikthumi in it, the spider. And it's about him bringing certain awarenesses to tribes of things to come in the future, and him shooting up in the sky and riding off in his spider web or lightning. He uses lightning as a spider web, and that's how he travels around with lightning, used as a spider web. So we'll be calling this mythology the mythology of Spider-Man, the real Spider-Man. Anyway, we're on page 491. Let's get right into it. Many generations ago, Ikthumi, the Spider-Man, trickster and bringer of bad news, went from village to village and from tribe to tribe. Because he is a messenger, Spider-Man can speak any language, so all tribes can understand him, what he says. He came running into the first camp, shouting, "There is a new generation coming, a new nation, a new kind of man who is going to run over everything. He is like me, Iktu, a trickster, a liar. He has 2 long legs, which he will run over you." And Ikthumi called all over the chiefs into council, and the head chief asked, "Iktu, what news do you bring from the east?" Wait. Hey, guy. You gonna bite them? Ikthumi answered, "There is a new man coming. He is like me, but he has long legs and many new things, most of them bad. And he is clever like me. I'm going to all the tribes to tell them about him." Then Spider-Man sang, "I am Ikthumi, and I roll with the L." When he left, 3 boys followed him to see where he was going. They watched him climb to the top of a hill. There he made his body shrink into a ball, changing himself from a man into a spider. And the boy saw a silvery spider web against the blueness of the sky, and a single strand from it led down to the hill. Ikthumi climbed into the web and disappeared into the clouds. The next tribe Ikthumi visited was the Lakota, the Sayex nation. 2 old women gathering firewood saw him standing at a butte near the village. They went home and told the chief, "We saw someone strange standing over there. He was looking at us." The chief called for 2 of his wakikuzas, the pipe owners, the ones who decide, and said, "Bring this man to me. Maybe he has a message." They escorted Iktu, now in human form, into the camp. He stretched out his hand to the west, saying, I am Ikdumi. I roll with the L, and I must take my message to 70 camps. This is what I have come to tell you. A sound is coming from the edge of the sea, coming from Pekeshaka, the seashell. It is the voice of Pekeshaka, Ahoshki, and Napi, the Shell Nation. One cannot tell where this voice is coming from, but it is someplace in the west. It is telling us that a new man is approaching. The Hushikashaka, the white spider man, the daddy long legs man, the long white bone man. He is coming across the great waters, coming to steal all four directions of the world. How will we know him? How will we know this man? Asked the chief of the Wasikusas. Each of his long legs is like of knowledge of Wanuspi. The new man is not wise, but he is very clever. He has knowledge in his legs and greed. Wherever these legs step, they will make a track of lies. And wherever he looks, his looks will be all lies. At this time, the Ikohan, you must try to know and understand this new kind of man and pass the understanding from generation to generation. My message is carried by the wind. Ikdumi made his body into a small ball with 8 legs, and from within the sky again appeared the fine strand of spiderweb, glistening with dewdrops, and on it Ikdumi climbed up into the clouds and disappeared. Iktu next went to the village of the Mayapida, to the Blue Cloud people, also known as Arapaho. Again the chiefs and the people assembled to ask what news he was bringing, and he spoke in their own language. I have brought you a message, bundle to open up, and my news is in it. And Ikdumi Hashakashashka, the white long legs is coming. I flew through the air to bring you this message, but this new kind of man comes walking. The Arapaho chief asked, how is it that you fly and he walks? Wakashata, said Ikdumi. He is traveling slowly, going slowly from the west towards the south and east, eating up the nations on his way, devouring the whole earth. The chief asked, when is he going to be here? You will know by the star. When you see a double star on a star reflecting the other, then the Hushakashka will be near. Ikdumi went away. He passed 2 women who were looking for wild turnips and using deer horns to dig them out of the prairie. They saw Ikdumi walking, pointing his arm skyward. All of a sudden, he drew himself up into a ball, and at the same time, the thread of spiderweb from the sky hit the earth, and Ikdumi climbed up and vanished into the air. Now the air of the village of the people of Kangawashka, the Crow people, 2 old men were gathering herbs for Indian medicine. They saw someone standing behind the tree. Then they saw him circling the camp. They saw to one another, he is not from our tribe. Let's ask him what he wants. Iktu spoke in the crow tongue. The white long legs is coming. Look around you at the things you see, the grass, the trees, the animal. The Iktu Mahashka will take all of them. He will steal the air. He will go give you a new and different life. He will give you many new things, but hold on to your old ways. Mom Watuskashila, the grandfather spirit taught you. The 2 old men said, we better bring you to our chief. They did so, and the crow chief asked, what message did you have for us? The white longlegs is coming. He will eat up the grass and the trees and the buffalo. He will bring you a new faith. I am telling you this. I Iktu who rose through the earth. The crow chief asked, why is he coming? We don't want him here. We don't want his new things. We have everything here to make us happy. He will come, said Iktu, whether you want him to or not. He is coming from the east. How is it that you name is Iktu? Because I am Iktu, the Spider-Man. Remember this tree of the white ash? It is sacred. Remember Iyan, Tanka, Dara? The rocks are forever. One crow woman gave Iktu a handful of wasna, jerk meat mixed with kidney fat and berries, to take with him on his travel. Ikdumi thanked her, saying, "You must watch this new man. Whatever he does and says and asks, say hiya to him. Say no. Say hiya to him. Say no to everything. Now I take my message to the west, to the Wayayapata." Ikdumi stood in the center of a teepee circle. All of the crow trees were standing around him wearing their war bonnets. Suddenly a great rush of power was felt by all. Ikdumi shrank into a ball, and the thread of the spider web, which was floating in the sky, hit the prairie, causing a trembling and thundering deep inside the earth. And while everybody marveled, Ikdumi climbed up the thread into the web and was gone. A man was roaming in the valley. He was seen by a warrior of the snake people, also known as Shoshan, getting his horses together. The warrior asked the man who he was and why he had come. The stranger said, "I am Iktu. I rode with the L. I come with Wayayapata, the east. A generation is coming with news." The warrior said, "Stay here. I will bring our chief." The Shoshan chief came, followed by his people. Iktu told him, "A new kind of man is coming, a white long legs with many lies and many new things. If you want them, that's up to you." The chief put his two sticks on the ground facing north and south. It was as simple as saying no. The chief told Iktu, "We don't want him. Our generation is good. Our nation is good. Our land is good. We have no use for this new kind of man." Iktu told him, "People come anyhow. I'm going to Wasiyata, toward the north, to bring my message to the people there." Iktu climbed the hill, and Shushan people saw lightning. Hey, girl. Say. And the Shoshan people saw lightning strike the summit, and they heard the sound of many buffalo in the earth beneath their feet. Ikdumi reappeared in the north, walking toward the village of the Palani Barneys, pointing his finger towards their camp, shouting, "A new generation is coming. A new kind of human is coming. He is coming to this world." One Palani woman asked him, "Is it a newborn child?" "No," said Ikdu. "This is no little child. It is a man without grandmothers or grandfathers, a brand bringing new sickness and worries. We don't want him. What shall we do?" The Pawnees asked. "You yourselves must know what to do. I'm going back to my people." The Pawnee said, "Don't go yet." But Iktume went towards the north with the pine both in his hand, pointing it into 4 directions, up to grandfather sky and down to grandmother earth. "Remember, this will be the plant of worship in the center of the earth, and with it you will see and know." And they all said, yes. Iktume went back into his Sayak's people. He flew through the air, and the wind carried him into their camp. He told the people, "I'm going back into the sea. The new man is coming. He's almost here. He will come," asked the Sayak's chief. "How will he come?" asked the Sayak's chief. "He is coming on a wati, in a boat. You are the Ixti Wakasha, the plain, wild, untamed people. But this man will misname you and call you by all kinds of false names. He will try to tame you and try to make you after himself. This man will lie. He cannot speak the truth. When he is going to come, when the white flowers blow and the white flowers bloom. Watch the buffalo. When this new man comes, the buffalo will go into the hole in the mountain. Guard the buffalo, because the white longlegs will take them out. He will bring 4 things: wakuya, sickness, wawaya, hate, wawawagali, prejudice, wanashilapanshani, pilliness. He will try to give you his new great spirit instead of your own. Make your exchange your own wakantanka for this new one, so that you will not lose the world, but always remember Tanka, the rock. He has no mouth, no eyes, no ears, but he has the power Hold on to it. Always remember Duncan Sheila, the grandfather, the great spirit. The new man is coming to live among you. He will lie, and his lie never ends. He is going to make a dark black hoop around the world. Is there no hope? The people ask. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. First, this will happen, as I told you, and this will has his long legs. He will run over you. Maybe a time will come when you can break his dark hoop. Maybe you can change this man and make him better, giving him earth wisdom, making him listen to what the trees and the grass tell him. I will now reveal to you his name. You should know him as Washimanu, still all, or better yet, the name of Fat Taker Washichu, because he will take the fat off the land and he will eat up everything, at least for a time. It threw me left, and slowly the people forgot about the white long legs. They forgot about the white long legs coming, because for a while things were as they had been always. So they stopped worrying. Then one morning, two swordsmen were out gathering chokeberries, and suddenly a black smog covered the place where they were. And out of the blackness they saw a strange creature emerging. He had a strange black hat and boots and clothes. His skin was pale, his hair was yellow, and his eyes were blue. He had hair growing under his nose, falling down over his lips. The chin was covered with hair, and he was hairy all over. When he spoke, it did not sound like human speech. No one could understand him. He was sitting on a large, strange animal as big as a large moose, but it was not a moose. It was an animal no one knew. This strange creature, this weird man, carried in one hand a cross, and in the other hand a fearful fire stick which spat lightning and made a noise like thunder. He took from his black coat something hard, shining, glittering, and transparent, which served him as a water bag. It seemed to contain clear water. He offered it to a woman to drink, and when they tried it, the strange water burned their throats and made their heads swim. The man was covered with all evil sickness, and the sickness jumped on the woman's skin like many unnumbered pustules and left them dying. Then they realized that this was the Jew had arrived, that finally he was among them, and everything had been changed.